Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. In today's video, we're doing another card reveal video. Not really a card reveal, more or less just I put my thoughts on what basically got revealed today. So yeah, and we already in the Tuesday stream. We got the brand new star deck for the brand gate. The card reveal basically for that star deck, and we got pretty cool stuff. And before I actually just explain everything on my thoughts about it, I just want to say that I'm not going to explain every single of this card going to do basically, because like a lot of relevant yeah, that's what I want to say, a lot of relevant content creator or must already be explaining every single card that's going to done, so it's gonna be too repetitive if I'm just explain everything and make this video too long and stuff like that. So I'm just going to put my thoughts and everything on the table and what I thought about this new star deck. Now for the Aurora Battle Princess archetype, so that's what I want to say. So yeah, first of all, we got the brand new field spell, or just set order, I guess that's what you call it, for the prison. It's really interesting actually. This is the first time that Vanguard actually have this kind of field spell basically, and it's actually stay on the board for the longest time, and like maybe we will get a card to broke your opponent field spell or something like that. That will be really interesting to see, but I don't think we'll see it in anytime soon. So yeah, because technically we get this as a specific archetype. If they destroy the prison, then the archetype will technically shut down. So yeah, and maybe rather than doing that, they will create like a multiple field spell that works different ways. So basically the archetype can suddenly just make everything more interestingly. For example, like we have this prison style of play where you take your opponent cards, put it on the prison, and to your opponent to get all of those cards back is to pay a cost, or just what people say it, pay the tax basically to get you out from the prison, which is really interesting concept from it. And I really love the way that this star deck actually play, and it's a lot of like stuff kind of like binding and like Narukami binding, or just we see with the like the recent Link Joker. What I mean is like the start of V for Link Joker, where just bind card, or like Narukami combined with somewhat like Nubatama, like discarding from hand basically. But like technically this is specifically on the board though, so it's gonna be really interesting to see. But like they basically take your cards, put it on the prison, and you need to pay a soul blast or a counter blast to just take off those cards back to your field, which is really cool actually. It's a cool design way to make another annoying style of play. Yet even like Snow basically, or the grade 3 of that we got revealed, also have this essence of Dimension Police, where it gain plus tap power and then also +1 drive, which is really interesting too. Something that I also really like about it is that like the flavor of this star deck, actually I think the most flavorful that we got compared to all of the star deck, which is really nice to see, being that you have the simple one, you have the kind of like much more like older style of play, like the so if I may say, just like the simple one, it's gonna be easily Dragon Empire. The classic one is gonna be Stoichia. Like the joke one, like the meme one, we have the Catter Sanctuary. We have like this style of like play with Unga Bunga swing with the final rush mechanic, or with the dark states. And we also have the unique clan, which is already unique nation, unique way to play with more flavor. We have also brand gate. So as for star deck, we actually have all of the style of play that is kind of like common, I guess, on the trending card games. Sometimes you see a meme deck, sometimes you see like a strong deck, sometimes you just see a unique way to play with the deck, or just straight up just attack to win kind of deck. So yeah, we see all of these skills within the star deck, which is something that is really nice to actually see. Now back to our Battle Princess, is just really, I mean, like I think it's what people expecting to be. And in my personal opinion though, on my takes, is that I do really think that this is actually just the way that I wanted this star deck actually become for this brand gate. Something that is really cool and just really unique way to play all of this stuff, which is something that I was really glad and happy about. So yeah, I think that's for the style of play for the kind of like brand gate style, and also kind of looking forward where they will start off from here now, being that we already got everything revealed, and see like what they can come up with all of the skills that we actually have, especially brand gate, of course, because like now we see this prison way to play, and like I just kind of want to know like how they will take things from here, especially for this kind of deck, because like prison is so unique way to play this kind of like style, and like if they gonna be different with every single archetype, that will be really insane to see like what they unique things that they could come up with, or like what we can theorize on what this kind of like nation, especially with Vanguard, can actually do. And the other thing is that like some people actually said this is really powerful, and some in unhealthy way. In my personal opinion, it's fine enough, being that even though your opponent technically have ways to get all of those cards back, it's not as impactful as you may think, as like the it's not as impactful as on paper, I guess that's what I want to say. Like on paper it looks powerful, but if you think about it, it's just much better straight up you bind the cards for free rather than having your opponent to just have a chance to get them back and they can choose not to. So yeah, it's the kind of like where your opponent can choose whatever they wanted to do with the cards that you actually just trap with your prison skill. So it's not as crazy as you may think it is, but like it's just unique way enough to play, but not too powerful in a way, because still you can get it back. And Soul Blast, some of the deck is not even like, it's fine for you to Soul Blast in a way. Like Dark States can do it, but I believe that Dark States can just not really have too many problems with it if you actually can manage your resources, seeing that like when you try to call your cards and stuff like that, and you can just play around it even with the playing against like this Battle Princess deck, being that the power for all of this card is not as much as you may see on the other basically SAR deck that we actually see or like revealed basically. So it's just really cool, and like the way that they designed the thing, and like being as a police that actually can catch people on prison is just insane to see like how Vanguard now evolved to this kind of like way to play. It's something that is just baffles me. Like, man, I'm so happy that they managed to do this kind of stuff, and I'm so glad that they actually done it. And for is the deck is strong or enough, in my opinion is strong, but I believe that compared to everything, I think still either Stoichia or Dark State will be the winner, with like if you compare with everything, being that like as great as Stoichia did, but like Stoichia technically you still have a chance to shut down it, and like Stoichia it's more or less kind of like this situation where you need to do persona right for you to just having this completely powerful Megiddo turn style, or you just like play like the Dark Stage one. If you manage to kind of like manage your resources like with your soul and stuff like that, you can actually make a consistent way to just do this multi-attack nonsense, because like it's still possible if you can. It's not as like crazy consistent as V standard or something like that. No, it is not, but like it's consistent enough to make the deck really powerful. So yeah, being that we have so many cards to solo charge now, that the card that is revealed have so many ways for you to solo charge. So yeah, it's interesting way to see, because like technically if you compare with everyone, technically I believe that Dark States, it's I think the most straight up easier way to make to use as a powerful deck in a way, being that even as powerful as Dragon Empire did, you rely on so much with your Farina, and like if yes, you technically have like, we actually got the order card also for Farina, where you can just revive Farina or just recycle Farina, but like Farina is gonna be targeted like hard like if you're facing like, if somehow like your opponent see you playing with Dragon Empire and just like, oh, you play Verena deck or something like that, then most likely your opponent try to destroy your Overdress skill card. So yeah, it is a problem, being that Charkravati didn't buff anyone other than Overdress skill. So it is what it is though, and I do kind of get it though with the Brand Gate one, with this style of Aurora Battle Princess archetype, is that like it's a deck where you want to challenge the most, like that's what Morikata actually said, which makes sense, being that the existence of this deck can like almost counter everything, but did not give too much for her in any way possible, because like it's a really annoying deck, but it's not as like straight up broken. But like technically, if you didn't manage to do your resources like well, I guess you kind of fucked up in a way, because like if like you need your rear guard, then she like all of this card in the Aurora Battle Princess deck can just like take those rear guard. If you need your soul and counter blast, and like if you don't have anything to attack, you forced to pay with your soul blast or forced to play with your counter blast, and basically lowering your chance to make your turn a full blown out. So yeah, having a side deck now is, I think, the more makes sense though, the way that we see this, because like it's gonna be really interesting, because like technically if you know your opponent like facing or your opponent kind of like you is using like this Our Battle Princess deck, you may kind of want to change it up your deck a little bit, try to put more when play skill into your deck, so you didn't lose too many values with it. So yeah, it's a lot of interesting way to do this. So yeah, it's a really fun to think about, and like the way that they introduce with this star deck, with this kind of uniquity, with this kind of level of flavor, man, I'm excited to see what they can do in the future. It's insane to see like this is the start. This is the start 5-star deck. Holy crap, this is insane. I think that like either if we get another reveal next week that is significant or not, or just like I want to make it anyway, I'm going to make kind of like a summary for the 5-star deck, so to see if like what my thoughts like for everything is, and just pull everything. Like I'm just going to say it everything that I want to say for all of the star deck. I think I will make those video also. So yeah, I think that's about it. I believe that I already glorify enough for the brand gate star deck. I kind of don't know what to say even more, cause like I just really like it. It's so hard to explain, cause like it's just prisoning your stuff and stuff like that. But like it's straight up unique, straight up flavor, straight up looking forward for the future even more, and stuff like that is already explained everything that I want to say for this star deck. And just like make this video way too long, I'm just going to repeat everything that I want to say, because like the point is, just like I said before, uniquity and flavor is what makes this deck so good. So yeah, it's not as good in like, oh, this meta good, but like this design of cards for star deck is insane, and like this level of uniquity, it must be supported like throughout. Like this is just the best. If not, I believe Overdress will be the biggest and most insane changes like that they could done. Like if this star deck starting like this, man, we'll see what they can do and what they can come up with all of those decks that we are going to get in the next year or even this year. So yeah, for the DBTO2 or DBTO1 even, we already started with the crazy card reveal. So yeah, the more interesting also that before I end this video is that like technically even though you play with Aurora Battle Princess archetype, you technically still capable on using another card that may somehow can just help you within this deck. So yeah, it's what makes Overdress. So yeah, and makes like maybe premium even more interesting, because like now being that this is combination with Link Joker, you have like, man, you can lock your opponent cards, you can just put it on prison, you can bind everything, and just such a weird combination that like a lot of premium people will love this kind of style of play. So yeah, hopefully they did though, because like this is just insane. If people can come up with a funny premium deck with this, it's just hilarious to see, because like you within using this star deck, you can make the most complicated and most meme deck in any way possible within Link Joker. Like you can just make triple combination with binding, locking, and also put it on a prison. Holy crap, what will happen in that board? Can you imagine? Is that like you have order card, you have your order set, you have your bind zone, you have your strike zone and just like stuff like that. Was so many things happening now with premium if you actually can come up with those combinations. So yeah, you know that I'm hyped. I know you, everyone that watching this video, hyped. So don't forget to hit the like and subscribe if you enjoyed today's video. If you want to see more me doing this TCG content, support the channel by a like and subscribe, just like I said before. So yeah, repeat it, so might as well you want to click it. So yeah, and I'll see you next time in the next video. I hope you enjoy, and I'll see you all next time, and have a good day.